Did you know TurboTax pays $4 million a year to lobbyists? Which is just a fancy word for people who bribe the government to keep your taxes hard. Why? Because that tiny investment protects a $5 billion payday they get from selling you the fix to the problem they created. But the lobbying is only half the story. At the end of this video, I'm going to reveal the ghost search trick, the specific dirty tactic Intuit used to hide their actual free products from the entire internet.
What they hide.
It's April 14th. You're surrounded by crumpled W-2s, 1099s, and enough caffeine to power a small city. Your heart rate is climbing because you're staring at the IRS website, and it looks like it was designed in 1994 by someone who hates humans. Then you see it. That sleek, friendly, colorful TurboTax ad. Free edition, simple, easy, we've got your back. It feels like a life raft in a stormy sea. You think, thank God, someone is here to rescue me from the big, bad IRS. You spend 3 hours clicking through their beautiful, gamified interface. It's so smooth. It's so helpful. They ask you questions like a friend. They give you a little refund meter that ticks up as you go, giving you that sweet, sweet hit of dopamine. This is the assumed illusion. TurboTax is the hero of the middle class. They're the tech geniuses taking the scary math off your plate. You hit file, pay your small fee, and feel that instant relief. You fended off the taxman for another year. But here's the thing. You didn't just pay for software. You just paid a ransom to a middleman who spent millions of dollars to make sure the IRS couldn't just do the work for you. But wait, let's look behind the curtain because the math simply ain't mathing. In countries like the UK, Japan, and even parts of Europe, doing your taxes takes about 5 minutes. Why? Because the government already knows exactly how much you made. They send you a pre-filled form, you check the numbers, hit OK, and you're done. Total cost? $0. Total stress? 0. So why is the United States, the tech capital of the world, stuck in the dark ages? Why are we the only ones forcing 150 million people to manually calculate numbers that the government already has? The IRS has the data. They know your salary. They know your interest. Mathematically, they could send you a bill or a refund check tomorrow. But they don't. Why? Because every time the government tries to make taxes automatic and free, a massive political machine kicks into high gear to kill the idea before it can even breathe. And that machine is powered by the very people who claim to be helping you. Let's do some napkin math. Over the last 20 years, Intuit, the parent company of TurboTax, has spent over $40 million on lobbying. That is more than some of the world's biggest defense contractors. Now, why would a software company need that many lobbyists in DC? To sell more apps? No. It's to block a concept called return-free filing. Think of it like this. Imagine a bridge company that spends millions to make sure the government never builds a free tunnel. They want to be the only way across the river so they can charge you a toll every single time. TurboTax finessed the system by helping create a deal called the Free File Alliance. They promised the government they'd offer free tax prep to low-income Americans only if the IRS promised never to build its own free competing software. It was the ultimate corporate bait and switch. They essentially took the American tax code hostage and told the government, "Don't worry, we'll handle the peasants, just stay out of our business." They create the complexity by lobbying against tax simplification, and then they sell you the audit defense and premium packages to protect you from that very same complexity. They aren't the cure. They're the ones making sure the disease stays profitable. But it gets even dirtier. Remember that ghost search trick I mentioned? A few years ago, it was discovered that TurboTax used a specific piece of code on their website, a no index tag, to hide their truly free tax filing page from Google search results. If you searched for free tax filing, they'd point you to a page that looked free, but eventually hit you with a paywall once you were 90% finished. They intentionally buried the actual free version that they were legally required to provide. They finessed the entire internet to make sure you never found the exit ramp. But here's the over-deliver for you. The game is finally changing. The IRS has officially launched its own direct file pilot program. It's free, it's direct, and TurboTax is absolutely terrified of it. They've already spent millions on ads trying to tell you that government-run filing is dangerous or inefficient. They are weaponizing your fear of the IRS to keep their cash cow alive. They want you to think the government is the villain, while they're the ones picking your pocket at the front door.
They hide.